Everyone flocks to Paris when they come to France, but what if I told you that the real French adventure is here in Lyon? With its ancient ruins, panoramic views, cozy Bouchons, this is everything that people imagine when they think of France, but without the chaos. So, in just one day, I set out to find, is Lyon secretly better than Paris? And I can't think of a better way to start this Sunday than by exploring a local market here. The artist section is so incredible. But then there's produce vendors everywhere you can buy. There's bakeries, cheeses, meats, a bunch of like different pastries. Obviously I had to get myself a croissant. I swear, every time I have a croissant, I say it's the best croissant of my life. But this one, I think is the best. But unfortunately, I can't spend too long in here because I have to get going because I've got a walking tour. I'm gonna go around the city and kind of learn all about the town. So let's go, because we're late, because I always am. I made it just on time and I wasn't even the last person, so I count that as a win. I love taking walking tours like as soon as I get to a new town because I think those guides are so helpful. They show you everything you need to know, but then also kind of give you some insider tips that can make your time here way more enjoyable. Normally these tours I feel like are like max like 10, 15 people. This one is so big. I think there's probably 30 of us, so that should be interesting. This statue here behind me used to be in Paris, and then the mayor of Lyon went to Paris, saw it, loved it, and was like, I need that. And so he literally just bought it and had it brought then over to Lyon. Sometimes I'm always like, can you imagine just like having that much money or having that much power to just be like, this massive statue, yep, I want it, I get it. But also a fun fact, the statue was created by the same sculptor who created the Statue of Liberty. From the 1600s to the 1900s, Lyon was known for their silk. And in the 1900s, Lyon was the silk capital of the world. And so one way, though, that the silk workers would carry their silk from up in the factories down to the rivers or just getting down the hill, instead of having to weave through the streets, they made these shortcuts through the buildings. And they were called traboules, I think. And so it's a really interesting passageways that I go through. And so a way to find one is you'll see these little arrows on the wall. I don't know, I just find stuff like this fascinating. Like back in the day, obviously that courtyard I was just in, it would have been a really beautiful like place with like kids playing and then up in the windows like grandparents watching them, but now that's not how life is. There are a bunch of Roman ruins scattered around Lyon, and there's a bunch of amphitheaters and theaters. So the difference is that amphitheater means theater on both sides, which like amphibian meaning both, like water and land or whatever. Amphi means both, so that's where the name amphitheater comes from. So it's like both, all sides. What I also love about language is back in the day, they wouldn't say, let's go to the amphitheater. They would say, let's go to the sands, because the bottom floor pit would be sand. And sand in Spanish, Latin derivative, would be arena, which arena is what we now know, like an arena, like where you go to do things. I just find language so fascinating and how it's all kind of interwoven and connected. Back in the day, theaters would be for plays and music and stuff. Amphitheaters, though, would be for death, for fighting, for gladiators and whatnot. And unfortunately, that still does somewhat happen today. There are bullfightings in the south of France. I know it may seem like very different and like, oh, wow, that's so cool, that's so different and exciting, but like, it's not. So if the opportunity ever arises to go to one, please don't. It's really bad. We're like walking past this park and I'm like, oh my gosh, this looks just like the park that's over near my place. Only to find out that, yeah, it obviously is. We are right next to my place. And one really nice thing about like the main tourist area, the old part of Lyon, it's all very, very walkable. So you can stay kind of in this area and not need to get any metro or any transportation. You can walk it all, but it is a lot of hills. I really, really enjoy enjoy this town. All of the paintings, all of like the activism that you'll see on through different paintings. I love when like you feel that like youthful energy of a town, that they care about what's going on in the world. They want to make a difference. And then just how beautiful this is. Like the scene in Paris is also beautiful, but I don't know, there's just something quieter, calmer about this, more authentic, I feel like, even though I know that it in Paris is authentic, obviously, but I don't know. I could live here. There's a charm to it. And it's also kind of got like a hipstery vibe to it, which is really fun. Yesterday, this place was packed and like everyone just like was out chilling and hanging and... Lyon is full of so many different like little hidden passageways, and if I wouldn't have taken this tour, there's no way I would have known about any of this. And so I highly recommend, when you're new in town, take a tour, take a food tour, take a walking tour, learn a bit about the place. It'll help out all of your travels. So if you see any of these like gold placards, that is supposed to mean that you are able to like go into it, and you can go somewhere up in there, but the tour is leaving me, so I have to go. All right, the tour is over, and that was probably hands down one of the best walking tours I've ever done. It was free. I found it on Free Guru Walking Tours. It is just donation based, so you just tip at the end what you think the person deserves. I love these tours because usually the tour guides are so passionate about it. But so now it is time to go eat at a traditional Lyon restaurant called a Bouchon, and we are going to one that was just recommended to me by the tour guide. And fun fact, Bouchons usually were created by women, and one of the most famous ones here, she started it, got 3 Michelin stars, then she started another restaurant and got 3 Michelin stars for that one. So one singular person has 6 Michelin stars. So you know the food's incredible. Unfortunately, it's not open right now, but we are gonna go hopefully check out this one that is open. Highly recommend you come to Chez Grand-Mère when you are here. The food was absolutely incredible. Now that I am disgustingly full, 3-course meal, let's go walk up these million stairs, go check out some old ruins. All right, I definitely have to get back into the gym. My legs are shaking. I was gonna go to the ruins first, but now I'm right here at the Basilica. So I think I'm just gonna pop over into that really fast. More stairs. Oh, goody. Now it's time for the ruins of the Theatre Antique de Fourvière. Unlike an amphitheater, this one-sided theater was built for plays and performances. Even today, they're setting up for a concert. I love wandering through ancient ruins. This city has lived so many lives over thousands of years, and you can really feel its history here. No freaking way. No way! Oh my gosh, I love stuff like this. Oh. Whoa. And then there's more there. Everyone here is just so friendly. Like I was just in an art gallery, and then an older man walks in, and he starts asking the woman, they're like, oh, do you think I'm handsome type thing in French, and then he asked me, and I'm like, in English, please. He's like, do you like my jacket? And I was like, yes, it looks so nice, you look so handsome. Like, we were laughing and talking, and like, every waiter, every person I've experienced here in Lyon has been so nice and kind. And well, I do think Parisians still are too. It's definitely very different. I definitely enjoy the vibe of Lyonese people a lot more. So, is Lyon better than Paris? For me, it's a 100% yes. It's cheaper, it's calmer. I just love the vibe of it here so much more, and the food is way better. Let me know down in the comments what you love the most about this city, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit subscribe so you can see the next city I'm in.